Welcome back to the channel. Again, today we're doing another food review. I don't know how we started out hiking and now it's just ended up me eating and Joe recording. Anyway, enough of that. So where are we today? Well, we've travelled to Wolverhampton because we are at Shimla, Balti. Now there's a reason why we've come here on this particular day and I'll tell you at the end of the video. Anyway, today we're going to be reviewing the service, the price and overall the taste and if it's worth visiting. Now, I already know that one of those areas is going to be a 10 out of 10. You can guess which one. Anyway, enough talking. I cannot wait to go and eat. I'll catch you in there. So, we are back from eating at Shimla Balti. Let's do a review, and we're going to start with the starter, of course. So, for starter, I had something called Chom Chom chicken. Now, I'm smiling saying this because I've never heard of this anywhere. I've tried many Indian restaurants, and I've never heard of Chom Chom chicken. Now, after speaking to the staff who worked there, and the chef actually, because he came out, it's their own sauce, it's their own recipe. Now, what do I think of it? It's absolutely delicious. So the chicken is battered. It's got sort of a coating on it, and you can tell it must have been fried with a bit of batter on it because it gives that really nice crunch when you bite into it. The flavour itself, well, this is where the secret element comes into it because what I could taste in it was maybe some sort of sweet chili. There was like some sort of sweet, spicy element to it, like a sweet chili sauce. But you could also taste like a tandoori element, where I don't know if they marinated it in like a tandoori spice paste before they fry it off. And then you get a really, really strong hit of coriander throughout because they throw loads of fresh coriander on there. Now, you get a pretty decent portion. It comes with onions, peppers, tomato, and all the rest of it that you'd imagine. It really is a fantastic starter. The reason I'm smiling is because I can't put my finger on what it is. What's the special element with it? I think it's a combination of the sweet chili, tandoori, and coriander. I could be wrong with that. This is why I'm guessing it's a sort of special surprise. But anyway, Chom Chom overall was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it was a delicious starter. I'm going to give that a solid for the portion as well. It's going to be an 8.99. That's going to be the range we're in there for that starter. So let's move on to the main course. So for main course, I had the lamb tikka chopped potty with a side of mushroom pilau rice and a cheese and garlic naan. Of course, why wouldn't I? So the lamb tikka chopped potty, this is the first time trying this. And when it comes out, I was a bit shocked to see these sort of like Bombay mix crunch. They're sort of the same size of a big piece of rice kind of thing, sprinkled over the top. I'd never seen those on top of a curry before, but I was pleasantly surprised how much of it added to sort of the texture of it. Now, the curry itself, as you can see, the portion is absolutely insane. You get such a large amount. It is stacked with chickpeas, lamb. The sauce, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's not spicy at all. If anything, I probably would have added a bit of spice personally. I do like a bit of spice in the curry, but I was just trying something different. And it does say on the menu, it doesn't have a chili next to it to say it's a spicy curry. The flavours were absolutely incredible. The base sauce, that curry sauce, was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, if you look at it as a whole, it does come with, it's stacked with protein, the chickpea, the lamb. I personally absolutely love that. I like my curries to be full of meat. I like it to be really substantial amounts. don't know if that's to everyone's taste, if they want more sauce than protein, but I was absolutely pleasantly happy with the amount of protein that comes in it. The sides. So the mushroom pilau rice, perfectly seasoned. The mushroom was excellent, cooked perfectly in there. And as a whole, you can see there's a lot more into it. It's fried with onions, peppers. It really is a perfect side dish. I know it's rice at the end of the day, but trust me, I've tried to make rice at home in the past, and I could never get it that good. It really is absolutely brilliant. The naan. Now, naan's probably the controversial one, really, because I had cheese garlic naan, and it is absolutely covered in cheese, and you do get the strong hints of garlic coming through with it. Now, some people would probably prefer the cheese sort of inside the naan, so when you rip it apart, it's inside of it. This comes sort of grilled on top. I love it this way. It's almost like pizza-esque. Now, again, I'm probably going to get absolutely slated saying, that's not a proper naan. Have it on top, because I know a lot of times it's put into sort of the naan bread itself. So when they cook it and you break it open, it's all inside of it when you pull it apart. This is grilled on top. Personally, I think this is a better way to, if you want a cheese naan and you want to taste the cheese and get enough cheese in it, grilling it on top is perfectly fine. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So it's a cheese naan. It's extremely good. It's really good to mop it all up at the end. So overall, as a main, the portions, excellent. The tastes, again, extremely good. I would give this, as a whole, the meal, probably, again, I'm probably going to go 9.1, 9.2. Really going to be hard to score, 10s in my eyes. I don't know what a 10 is yet. We're going to have to see as we make more of these videos. But either way, it's extremely good, and I would recommend trying that. Okay, so an overall review of the place. So the menu itself is quite small. It probably sits no more than 20 people. So I think if it's extremely busy in there and you get overwhelmed quite easy, it could feel a bit like that because it is quite compact in there. But, it is what it is. It's the size of a venue. Do you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. The service was absolutely excellent, efficient, fast, extremely friendly. The chef came out and had a laugh and hope everyone's okay, and he shook a few people's hands in there because there is a regular clientele there, regular customer base, which is a good sign really. You've got returning customers and the chef knows everyone quite well. That's a really good sign. So service, I just can't fault the service. There's nothing I can fault about it. So that's an extremely high score. Again, high 9s for the service. The food, again, overall, I'm going to give it a 9. I just couldn't fault today. I really could not fault today. Everything was perfect. It was my only meal of the day, so I don't want to sound biased because it was the only thing I've eaten today, just due to me being disorganised and work and whatever. So yeah, the food overall, I'm going to give it a 9 today. Now, value. This is the thing. Are you ready? I haven't even mentioned the price yet. So I don't know if I want to tell people this, because I'm worried that if I tell people this and they find out, they watch this, then I may never get a seat in there again. So on Wednesdays and Sundays from 6 p.m. onwards, what I've just shown you there and what I've just had costs £10.95. Yes, I am not exaggerating. It is £10.95 for the starter, the main. So in fact, let me just gloss over that a little bit. The starter, the main, and a side dish. So I had mushroom pilau rice and I paid extra for the naan. So just exclude the naan or the rice. Add them if you want. It takes it up to 13 quid, 14 quid. Either way, for a starter, that big portion of rice, that huge curry. And by the way, part of that option, there is part of that deal, there is absolutely plenty of options. It's severely, honestly, there is nothing, there's something there for everyone. So £10.95. £10.95. I recently tried some Nando's limited edition Fanta orange wings. I had a measly 5 pathetic wings with no flavour that I paid £7.50 for. I've just had a really fantastic meal, extremely filling, tasty, great service. For okay, £10.95 for that bit, I had £3 on, £14. Honestly, I'm struggling to see where you could find a better valued meal for that quality. Or if anybody can think of anything better than that price for that standard of food, please do let me know. I think that's going to be a very, very tough one to beat. And like I say, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about telling everyone about this place. It's a very small venue, and I just feel like I might be locking myself out of returning to this place now. Anyway, hopefully the venue sees this and realizes, why is Sunday and Wednesday so busy now? I'm joking. I don't have that influence yet. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. Me and Joe really appreciate that. If you're not subscribed yet, please do hit that sub button. I think 85% of our viewers don't subscribe. I mean, come on. Just hit that little button. It does help us a long way. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you at the next one.